In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple newsletter that you or your assistant can easily whip up and get out the door in mere minutes. With that in mind, let's get started. Before we jump in, let's take a quick peek at the newsletter you'll be creating. So this is what the email will look like. It'll have your picture, your information, the logo of your company, and then you can add any title that you want. And then you'll have different news items that you can select that are relevant to your audience. And then of course you can add listings to your properties along with your contact information, a call to action button, and then ways for people to share the email that you are sending. In this video, we are going to be using Constant Contact. If you do not already have an account, there is a link below for a 60-day free trial. Once you have your login credentials or you've started your free trial, go ahead and click Login. And you'll arrive at a dashboard and click on Campaigns and then Create. Then select Email. And you are going to see tons and tons of templates that you have available, but our newsletter is very straightforward and very simple. So we are just going to click Start from Scratch. All right, so you can see that there's nothing really in here. So we are going to add our first building block. You have Build, Images, and Design, and you have different blocks available for you. And so we are going to start, if you recall, there's an image here, text block here, and then another image. So we're going to come down here to Layouts and click on this pre-made block. Drag it over here. And now you can see you have the block for your picture, the block for the text, and now we need the block for the logo. Pick it up and drag it over. And now you have all three blocks. So the picture here is a picture of you or your team. So you're going to go ahead and click there. Click Replace. Click Upload. And then you'll be able to click on Browse your computer to upload and pick up an image from your computer. So I'm going to upload both images here directly and go ahead and add those. Upload files. Okay, and then once both of those are checked off, you're going to click Done. And they'll pop right up in the library, and then you can select the image that you want. Click Insert. Next, let's go ahead and upload your logo. And that'll pop right up in there. And now you want to go ahead and replace this section here with information that is relevant to you, your contact information. So instead of just typing it out, I'm just going to copy paste it from the original newsletter here, but you can pick that up from your signature or type it directly in there. And then as you can see here, we have this text block here. But what we really want is the title of the newsletter. You can see we have a dividing line, the title, and another dividing line. So we're going to go ahead and come over here and drag over a dividing line, drag over a new section of text, and drag over a new dividing line. Then to add the title here, you're just going to go ahead and select all and type over it. And then just like in Microsoft Word, you can go ahead and select the whole section there and change the font, change the color of the font, and go ahead and center it. And there you go. And then as you can see here, we have these news blocks with news articles linking out. And how we're going to do that is we're going to get rid of these blocks that are in here so that they don't get in the way, because that can mess up your design. We're going to go ahead and come over here and click on Read More, drag that over, and then pick up the next one and drag that over. And as if you recall, we have 4 blocks. You can add more, of course, but we're going to just go ahead and do these 4. Now that you have the 2 up here for this row, go ahead and duplicate that and they pop up right here. I like to have a dividing line between these, so you can go ahead and do that like this. And now to fill in these articles, you're just going to click on the block, click edit, and then you're going to select a link for a news item. Just pick an article that you like, come up, click on the link, copy, paste it, and bring that over. And what's fantastic about this is that it brings everything over. It brings a picture over, it brings the headline over, and it brings a description over for the most part. Globe Street is one of those media vehicles that instead of bringing the description over for the article, it brings over like a promo message. You can see here, it does bring over the picture, it does bring over the headline, but it has its own promo message. So what you can do there is just come back here and select a few lines from the first part of that article, and then just copy paste it here. Make sure that you have the same font. So these two are not different fonts, and the default font is Arial 16 for these sections. So you can go ahead and do that. Now, here's something that you want to keep an eye out for. You see how these are uneven? That does not look very nice. So bring over, you can just come back over here, take a look at where that stops, and just select that section there. And you can just delete and add maybe like an ellipsis. And now they are even. See? And then you just pick up the two other links that you have. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to avoid the Globe Street article one so we don't have to replace those descriptions. And bring the rest of the articles over like this. There you go. You're done in just a few seconds with that whole section. Here we have the same situation. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Put my ellipsis, and we're done. Okay, and now you have your whole section is done just like that. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, we have a just listed section. We're going to bring over another divider, bring over another text block. Now you can see here that this is highlighted in a different color. Let me copy that version. To do that, you can just scroll down here. You're going to see all of these other blocks. And this block here is a section heading, but you could see that it has a color. So that's what is happening there. And then delete this there. Bring over another divider. And then you can just replace that with your just listed or just sold or maybe featured property, whatever it is that you want to put there. Okay, and you're done there. Come back. This is one of your listings. So we're going to bring over all of the information for your listing and link out to it. And we're going to use that fabulous read more block one more time. So you're going to click on the box, click on edit, pick up your link for your listing, click insert. Okay, and then it pops right in there, and then you can see that the image is a little bit small, so you can just go ahead and grab these arrows here and pull it open to whatever size that you want. Let's leave it the same size as the content, and that's it. You're done. Look at that, just in a second. Now you can of course add more listings or add another section for your just sold. Let's take a quick look and see what we have here. Okay, we have a call to action with your phone number, and then a call me now button, and then the social sharing section. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to bring over another dividing line. We're going to bring over, let's use a headline down here, and then a colored headline, and then let's add the call me now button. Okay, and then we're going to add the social sharing bar. Now this has a social sharing, which is this one here, where it allows people to share your email, but there's also this social follow, which is the link to your social media channels. Okay, so that's an important distinction because they have different functions. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring the social share so people can go ahead and share this newsletter on their social media channels. Now there's no reason why you can't put both. Of course you can do both. So here I'm going to go ahead and do our call to action. Call me now, or whatever it is that you want to put in there. 555, 555. Okay. And then here you can say visit our website, or you can say, you can add your phone number. And instead of having a website in there, you can say call me today and add your phone number. All right. And that's it. Now, your newsletter is done in just like that, in just a few seconds, really in minutes. I'm looking at this and it hasn't even been 10 minutes since we started doing this newsletter, and you have your whole newsletter done, and look how nice it looks. Now, I do recommend that you test all of the links by coming up here, going to preview and test, clicking on preview, and once it comes up, you can see your whole newsletter, and then you can just go ahead and test the links. We've never really encountered a problem with the read more function, but just in case, you never know, you want to go ahead and try to avoid any issues with your newsletter. Make sure that the links are going where you want them to go, that all of the links are working, that you didn't inadvertently leave out something, or something is broken or broke in between, while you were doing the newsletter. And then check your listing, make sure it's going there. And you can also go ahead and test the call me now button. Go ahead and click on call me now and call yourself and see if that's working. And you're all set. You can also, and we do recommend that you do this as well, just to see how it's going to look when you email it, send a test to yourself, and also click here, check for errors, and it'll tell you if there are any missing links or any suggestions that that the system has for your subject line or your pre-header. So your pre-header is the phrase or the little blurb that shows up in addition to the subject line. It shows up on a lot of the email clients. It'll pop up to give you kind of like a preview of what the newsletter is all about. But that's it. You're done, and look at this very nice newsletter that you were able to do in just a few minutes.